This dude's animations are fucking terrible. Now, no, hold on. They fumbled him. They're not bad, but they fumbled him. Why are his animations so framey, bro? They are so framey. Like, what are we doing? Okay, like this is the EX Super there. Cool, cool. Nothing to complain about, right? So it's good. Losing me. The EX Super Tech gets voiced, and bro does that. And before that, the skill is not a problem. Let me go back to the intro.
Now to go even further.
Okay, good,
beyond.
good, right? What we expect. He's not screaming. Right now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. And he's done. And he's done. Bro, this is probably the most. The transformation scene is probably the most viewed thing from DAIMA. And they give it that much? I know animations can't be 4 minutes long, but are we fucking for real? Yo, like, are we dead ass? And then here's where it gets really bad. This dude's 12 keys ass. Good shot. Good shot. Don't got a problem with that. Yeah. Yeah. W. Don't got a problem. That's it, bro. The actor skill is fire. This life skill is fire, but they completely skipped out on the scene where like he grabs his fist in the air, powers up before this. It shows the viewed in shot of his eye. They don't even show that in this unit. The actor skill is fire, but like, bro, this dude, his animations are straight fumbled, bro. I feel like most of it has to do with, yeah, we should have got this almost a year ago. They should have been in game a year ago. But I mean, like, these animations just aren't good. Or they're not on par for a 11th anniversary headliner. They're better than Super Saiyan 2 going from 10th year. Just, I don't know. I don't think this has anything to do with, like, the Dokkan original animations like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has. Like, obviously those are completely different art style and animation, but this has source material. This has good source material from the show. And I feel like it's just not in this unit. Vegeta, on the other hand, his are fire, bro. Vegeta's are actually gas. This shot's a W. His 12 key's amazing. His 12 key almost shits on all of Goku's. Deadass. Deadass. That's his EX Super Attack. We've seen that a couple times. However, this dude's 18 key is trash, bro. No, like, I'm not even trying to hate, bro. But we're looking at this for 10 seconds at almost. I don't know. Attack skills fire too. Again, either of these units' attack skills is not a problem, but like, holy, bro. They fumbled hard with this. I don't know. This just isn't what I expected. I was gassing these guys up. I dropped a whole ass video saying like how these are about to shit on like the Dokkan original animations because the source material is so good. But did they put 90% of the budget into part 2 and was just like fuck DAIMA all year, fuck DAIMA year? I don't know. I don't get it. I just want to get that out the way. And that's probably going to be the hot topic of the whole thing. Oh man, it's very disappointing, bro. That's what I'll say. They look good, but disappointing to what I had in my thought. So they go ahead and talk about the theme again. New Horizons damn near is everything from the show. Every episode in Dragon Ball could be the part 2 unit. In the teaser movie we follow the journey of Goku Vegeta. Yeah, they go through Saiyan Namek. All their hold on, let me go right there. Tracing their many transformations all the way to the end of Dragon Ball Z. With 2 themes in mind, focusing on how these two have been through so much, now step forward onto a new horizon. I mean, again, it's pretty safe to say that you can go ahead and target the first time they transform into a new form. I feel like we are going to go into Super or GT. As much as I don't want a tag force from GT, that's pretty likely now. And I think you can also go ahead and book down the leak of a UI Goku and Evolution Vegeta probably being pretty high. And I wouldn't be mad at it, especially when those are probably going to have good anime. It doesn't make any sense to me. Part 2 we'll probably see on the 8th of February. The animation budget must be through the roof on that part. If not, go ahead and drop 10th anniversary to the fucking bottom of the barrel, bro. Shit's garbage. And the animations, bro. Bro, I was literally fighting so many people, gassing it up. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of yapping too much. He talks about, yeah. So he makes a little announcement about the 11th anniversary. Unlike previous anniversary, the 11th anniversary campaign is split in 2 parts. It kind of threw me off because I was like, isn't every anniversary in 2 parts? But I think he means like EX parts, part 3s, like bonus content. They're gonna narrow it down to only 2, but he still confirms that the content and everything will be just the same as other anniversaries. So I don't know if this means like anniversary will end like way earlier in February compared to most years where it goes like almost into like in March, but kind of weird for him to come out announce that. Got the free to play unit. He seems pretty decent, but he's free to play, so nothing really to yap home about. We get some missions. This are some rainbow tickets. Whether this is the 44% chance to summon like they had in GDC, or just like 7 ticket multis you'll be able to use on the banners. Either way, probably something I'll get shafted on. No surprise, my luck in this game's terrible. EX skill orbs. Haven't touched this event in a minute. That's a shame on me though. They're bringing this fight back from the GDC, where those fights were fun, but I think many people didn't like them just because of how much short content they were and how much they dog walked the 10th anniversary units. But this is already very exciting. Just it guarantees like fights that will be exciting and fun to do over and over and over. This is a new also event. Took on randomly appearing enemies. This might be something where it's sort of like the formidable. What's it called, bro? Where like you have to meet the certain conditions to fight the next enemy. That's cool. Then we get this event. It's the Tamagamis. These are all free to play. I figured we would get Tamagamis as like banner units. That doesn't look like it's going to be the case. These are all going to be free to play units. I'm pretty sure they have the kits for them out already. I don't know if they look too crazy if you want to run them. I'm not sure though. That's all they show on event wise. They really didn't show much for events. And that's kind of weird because part 1's going to be like the big event thing. Oh, and then we get to fucking something I'll think about all day. How annoying the animations are. But they do go ahead and explain EX Super Attacks and how they're going to work. So an EX Super Attack may be triggered once its conditions are met. So this is for Goku's EX Super Attack. Damn, I'm looking at his attack stat. I didn't. 98 mil? Is that term? Alright. So his condition to activate it is when the first attack in the turn is a super attack that performs a crit. 77% chance of the super attack to become an EX Super. This is what I'll say. The new mechanic completely being behind an RNG. It's not even a guaranteed turn restriction or enemy restriction. Nothing like that. It's just straight up. You want to hit that proc or what, my boy? That's what it is. It's kind of worrisome, but however, they do make it sort of pay off because for Goku and Vegeta, like the benefits they get from hitting their EX supers are like insane. So once the conditions are met, a super attack may become an EX super attack, which totally different effects and animations. So yeah, it's completely different from like a unit super attack, because those effects are just, they'll add on like attack speed against all types, which is barely anything. The only thing I don't know, however, is like it's different for Goku because Goku's EX Super Attack is on his 18 key. Vegeta's is on his 12 key. I don't know if like a EX Super Attack can proc 3 or 2 times in the same turn. If Vegeta gets a 12 key super on his EX Super, can he get an EX Super 12 key again, or does it only proc 1 turn? I don't know. I feel like that's something we'll see when data download hits. We get the units. I'll tell you right now, for Vegeta, if he can do multiple EX Super Attacks, he wipes Goku off. I think we'll get to him in a minute. So okay, yeah, his base 12 key and 18 key, like 12 key, raise attack for 1 turn, cost of damage. 18 key, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, raise allies attack by 40%. Like, we've seen that shit before. That's just some basic super attack effects. But then we get into the EX Super. Dog. Again, when the first attack in the turn is a super attack, that's a crit. If it gets crit, 77%. But when that activates though, raises attack by 140% for 4 turns, defense for 1 turn, and then he raises the attack by 40% for 2 turns. Dog, 140 for 4 turns. And then if you get this again on his next turn, I mean, get ready for the enemies to have HP pools of like 100 billion. I don't know. It's gonna be insane. I'll just touch on a kit a minute. I think the highlight of this unit, he starts out 400% off rip. He also is giving DAIMA category allies a bit of defense and damage reduction. You know, they were just straight up making these units like, we got a buff Mini Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA. I was looking forward to hopefully giving Mini Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA Vegeta like a skill boost, or not a skill boost, what I'm saying, like a limited time buff, but they didn't do that. He guards. He's giving DAIMA and Goku's family more support. 24 key gets the great crit chance, which that crit chance will also be nice by helping boost the chances of proccing the EX Super, which I feel like when a unit, if the EX Super attack like benefits you get from it, if they're going to be that strong and it's not behind crit, we're going to be putting a lot of crit on units this year. Like this Goku, he already has what? Okay, so when you got 24 keys, you got 40% chance to crit. When he gets hit in slot 1 and he gets 24 key, he'll have 60% crit. If you put him in slot 2 or 3 though, he'll have 80% crit for 5 turns. He's got a lot of you're gonna want to run this dude slot 1, obviously. It's probably the same thing with Vegeta too, but the main thing with this guy is you're gonna want crit on this dude. Even though he's got a good bit in his passive, you're gonna want some crit. They did good by his active skill. 4th turn, start a battle, like you can use it. Ultimate damage to enemy, and he gets guaranteed crit. So on his active skill turn, you will get a guaranteed EX skill. EX super attack. I don't know why I keep saying skill attack, bro. So yeah, Goku, he's very solid. I mean, what do you expect from 11th anniversary part 1 headliner? But I will say, go heavy on the crit. Vegeta is also he's carnival. It's not dual Dokkan Fest. They didn't want to give him his own stage. However, he is going to lead 2 categories at 220. It would have been chalk GG's for this dude if he had DAIMA only category, but they went and slapped Vegeta's family on. Vegeta's family go get that buff with the tag unit part 2, right guys? Okay, so yeah, again, 12 keys and 18 keys are just both basic stuff we've seen before, like nothing surprising. But this dude's EX super attack is on his 12 key. This 12 key EX super attack raises attack and defense for 4 turns, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and raises allies defense by 10% for 3 turns. And his condition is when a super attack is launched as an additional 50% chance for the super attack to become EX super. So every additional super attack is a 50% chance proc to get that. And that's what I want to know is like, can an EX super attack proc multiple times? So that way if he does 2 supers in a turn, it'll be like 20% defense for 3 turns or 6 turns. Like, I don't know. They might have said it and I just wasn't looking. But EX super attacks, they are cool, and they also get the little like animation difference, but I don't like the RNG chance behind them. Vegeta starts out with 30% attack and defense, and he already gets 70% chance of additional super, and he's guarding, so W. He's got a base of line of 30% damage reduction. He's boosting DAIMA or Vegeta's family allies. Attack defense was 30. They are heavily focused on mini Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA. When he gets 23 key damage reduction, super. So guaranteed super right here. So you're gonna have a guaranteed super with on his super attack. You're gonna have a guaranteed like chance of 50% proc, like 55%. Every type of form. This is like a think of like physical rose. How like you're using physical rose and he might start out at like 5 million, do like 5 normals, and on that next super attack he'll jump all the way up to like 30 million. So this guy's gonna have that. So this guy's gonna ramp up like crazy in his super attack numbers. Every time the character performs 3 or more attacks in battle, launches additional super attack, I'll allow his chance to perform a crit 50 within the character's next attacking turn. Yeah, so like you start the turn out, right? Let's say turn 1. Okay, super attack. Okay, and then you get a 70% chance of a super. If that hits, you get a 50% chance to proc EX super. If your first turn's 24 key, you'll have a guaranteed additional, again 50% chance to proc. If you do 3 attacks in turn 1, you'll get another super attack, just another proc. That's why I want to know if we can just constantly proc all these EX super attacks. It's gonna be crazy, bro. Like the support on the Diamond is looking insane just off of these 2 units alone. Starting from the 4th turn start of battle, all allies defense plus 20 and superclass Diamond category allies guard all attacks for 2 turns when the character is in the 2nd to obtain keys for a turn. Dude, this is just like it's easy. They want to see like mini Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta slot 1, this guy slot 2 on 4th turn. Which mini Super Saiyan 3 Daima on turn 1's pretty goated. But it was clear as day as when I first seen it. Like that's exactly what they wanted to do. So in my opinion, Vegeta animation wise, oh yeah, like he curb stomps Goku, but that kit's also looking very nice. And his app skill is just his 3rd turn for the character's entry, but just reword that as the 2nd time he's on rotation. Massive rate attack temporarily, all allies key 3 for 3 turns. I might be summoning on Vegeta first, low key. I don't know. We did, however, get the banners time. We didn't get the exact time, but it looks like these guys are gonna probably drop around 15-ish hours from now. Probably around reset time, maybe. I feel like it's kind of a bad move to show the units off, the animations, and wait that long. But we will be there. We will be there. Again, the Dokkan Fest banner is just going to Mog Vegeta's banner. Bro, imagine seeing this Daima banner. You got this guy. He's probably going to be 1 or 2 in the game. This dude you can still say is number 1. These guys are probably going to be top 3 in a month. And then you look over here and you got Frieza and Goku. Yeah, bro. Let me go ahead and put some stones on Vegeta's banner, bro. Get that shit out of here. But looks like it's going to be 15 hours from now. They do also announce some EZAs. These guys usually EZA toward the end of February, like most anniversaries, because this is the 8th anniversary part 2 units, and these would usually EZA later on the month. But they're starting out with these guys off rip part 1. These guys are not hype. I mean, let's go ahead and speak for everybody, bro. And they just threw Trunks' ass on here to compete with Goku's family, I guess. Tell bro to like he's lost, bro. Bro is lost. And this fucking boggles my mind. They go to draw the numbers, and you mean to tell me the straight face this isn't rigged, bro? I might just make this the thumbnail, bro. The chalk the whole year, bro. Chalk the whole 2026 Dokkan year. This ain't the year. I'll come back for 27 when War Arc's here. Bro, you can't make this up. They have to know 6-7, and they had to have did this on purpose. You can't convince me otherwise. Adrian, if you're watching this, I want my stones refunded. You told me to put 4. and I should have just went with 6-7. Like this actually like pisses me off. I had to like make sure I wasn't like hallucinating off Molly or something. I don't know, bro. We're gonna get 70 stones, I think, or 50 stones. And this is kind of where I was checked out. I was kind of disappointed by the animations and just thinking about life choices. Oh, they throw a little 7 stone store code. That's it, bro. The the whole talk of part 1, or probably just the 11th anniversary, just because these guys are headlining DAIMA. These guys' animations were probably made the day the show aired, and then probably just wasn't put out. This is kind of underwhelming animation wise for an anniversary, and DAIMA's already gonna get the hate because it's DAIMA, but we will be summoning later, and maybe the positivity will hopefully be here somewhere.